Wonderful morning, good people of Nigeria. Of course, you will be our focus for a very long time. I am George Onyibe, and this morning I want us to look at the message I simply titled PESTEL Analysis on the Declaration of State of Emergency in Rivers State. I want us to overhaul, carry out a total review of what is and what is to come, what has been, what it is going to be, and what is going to come. And of course, I will try as much as I can to reach out to all the parties involved, because this is our region, this is our country, and we all have a say. By popular opinion, by now we are supposed to be insulting the President of Nigeria, Ahmed Bola Tinubu. We are supposed to be calling him names. We are supposed to use derogated words against him. He's a tyrant, he's a criminal, and so on and so forth. But it's okay. But then, my father has told me, he said, when you are looking in a larger picture, a lot of people focus on the larger image. He said, if you follow the larger image, you will be lost in people's opinion. He said, forget about the information on the larger image. Look at the minor dots, those images on that picture, the minor images. He said, you will see the hidden code. You will understand the true message that picture is going to pass. And so, ordinarily, based on Nigerian mentality, the only way to analyze what President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has done is to begin to insult him and so on and so forth. But doing that will not bring solution. And that is why for how many years now, since Nigerian independence till today, all we have succeeded in doing is demarketing Nigeria. But unfortunately and pathetically, those who specialize in doing this are the ones benefiting from Nigeria. And somewhere along the line, we will get to a level where, as a Nigerian, you will not be allowed to talk bad of Nigeria. We will get to that level of maturity where nobody will rip off the emotion of fellow Nigerians just to have their financial gain. It's obvious. One man will wake up from the north and manipulate the whole northerners, as they may be referred to. And they will think the man represents them. But yet they have majority of the poor people in their region. It is applicable to the west and to the east. But in the end of it all, in the midst of this hulubalu, it is the people, the common masses, that suffers. You see, first of all, let me remind you how Nigerians behave. I learned a lot from my father. He said to me, son, this is the mentality of Nigerians that need to be observed and corrected. He said, for instance, when we are watching football, football is the only game that brings Nigerians together. And then let's assume Okocha and Amunike and Siasia and all these major players you have are playing a football in a tournament. He said, Nigerians, the moment you as a Nigerian player begin to do well, everybody will begin to clap for you. Oh, Okocha is the best, Super Eagle is the best, Igodi Neglect is the champion. Nigerians will begin to praise you. But he said, try and make one mistake. You will see that the insult they will give to you, it cannot be compared with the praises they have rained on you. And so the moment they are winning Nigerians, you will see the same Nigerians that were applauding their players and their team for doing exceptionally well will take a 360-degree turn and begin to insult them. See their head. Then don't they chop money now? Then don't rig the game now. They will talk all manner of evil against the same people. So with the same mouth, they will praise you. With the same mouth, they will destroy you. I was little when my father told me this. And of course, I'm not a football fan. But I saw it manifest in my life when I was on Radio Biafra, broadcasting and saying everything I had to say. I was loved by Igbo Biafra. They called me sweet names, beautiful names, Agwoturumbe, and so on. So many lovely names. But I knew the truth. It looks like it's in their favor. And then the very moment I discover that Biafra agitation, that Igbo unity beggar, and every other activities they were doing, we were politically motivated. It was never for the good of Igbo people or any Nigerians. I took a stand. And today, he's a criminal, he's a drunkard, he's a prostitute, he lives in an uncompleted building, he's jobless, educated illiterate, and so on and so forth. But you see, we have come in terms with your nonchalant behavior. We wish to save as many Nigerians that can be saved. But like they say, charity begins at home. Let me start first of all by focusing on the President of Nigeria, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. In as much as I will not condemn him declaring the state of emergency in Rivers State, I certainly know that he has a role to play. I certainly know that President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, if the same problem was happening in the Southwest, he will not declare state of emergency in any state of the Southwest. He will not do that. He will not and cannot declare state of emergency in any state in the north. He will not. He will not and cannot declare state of emergency in any state in the southeast. Wazobia. He cannot. Why? Because they will bully him? Because they will break him? No, because they are more sophisticated than every other ethnic group in Nigeria. They understand this game more than all of us. And so when Yoruba governors and their predecessors or their protege has issue, the elders of the people will into the matter. The Southwest has a lot of social cultural groups like Afeni Ferry, Oduduwa People's Congress, and the rest of them. They will into this matter. Their monarchs and their elders, they will into this matter, and they bring peace. On the north, central, northeast, or north, whatever, if they have this same problem, their elders will into the matter. The Arewa Consultative Forum and the rest of them, they will into the matter. And they will control the situation. And if it were to be in the southeast, I give it to them. They will lament, read the book of lamentation from Genesis to Revelation. They will not spare one word. The president of Nigeria cannot do that. At the time Ohanes Ndibu speaks up, World Igbo Congress speaks up, all these stout social media recruits, terrorists, all of them descend on Tinubu. He will wish he will not do that. And that is why I said he can't do that under the umbrella of Wazobia. But yet he can do it in the southeast, the minority zone. We have two minority zones in Nigeria. The south and the north central. Let's assume this is the domain of minorities. But then the level of advancement of the north central, the middle belt, politically advancement cannot equate in any way, form or ramification with those of us in the south. No. There is no base of measurement. Because once in a while, you will hear the middle belt forum. They do like this, they do like they may not pull much weight, but you will hear their voice. And so, the president has done what he has to do because he is fully aware of what is going on. And now, coming back to the issue of Wike, the governor or FCT minister, Onyesu Wike, it's a man who is trying to protect his structure. You cannot forget in a hurry that this problem in Rivers State started because nobody must tamper with the structure of Onyesu Wike. And Sam Fubara want to tamper with the structure that brought him to office. And let us consider the fact that the president of Nigeria also is a man of structure. Because the structure he left when he in Lagos as a governor, the structure still stand. That same structure will remain. Because mark my word, very soon, Sheyi Tinubu's son, let God keep him alive, will be the governor of Lagos State in no time. But why will all these things be possible? That even the president of Nigeria, having served as a governor, begin to dictate who will be the next governor of Lagos State. Nobody without his approval can be governor of Lagos State again. It's going to be for a very long time. Not because he's the most powerful Yoruba man. Not because he can intimidate the whole Yoruba people. Because he has a structure on ground. This is exactly what Wike want to implement. He has a structure that cannot be tampered with. And now the president and the FC minister, they have something in common. They're protecting their structure. But sometimes we need to ask ourselves question now. Is this structure established, instituted, organized, mobilized, galvanized for the overall interest of Nigeria, or to serve and massage the egos of certain individuals? And so today, the governor of Rivers State has been suspended. Eventually, he may be impeached. But then we go to the governor of Rivers State. I just need you to follow my analysis bit by bit. Sam Fubara, like I said in my broadcast yesterday, I never knew there was anybody like that. But it is the structure of Wike that brought him there. And now, if the structure of Wike brought him there, he should oblige. He knows all these things. He would not have come under that structure, now that he's there, to preserve the structure of the FC minister. He refused. That is their business. And now both of them are going to fight. This is where the real story began. It was during the era of Rotimi Amechi, the governor of Rivers State. And then they were having this crisis, teething issues among the river people. The Ogoni people are beginning to talk about the issue of Bill of Rights. The Ogoni clean up. And then there were other militants threatening the nation, blowing pipeline, trying to frustrate the government of Rotimi Amechi. Rotimi Amechi moved ruthlessly. He was referred as the lion of the Niger Delta. He moved ruthlessly and invaded the privacy of Ijaw people. Today, The sacred islands of Ijaw people is no longer sacred. They've all been invaded. They don't even have access to their sacred island anymore. And that was what brought the attention of the federal government to push the military and other security agency into all the creek in the Niger Delta. And today, if you cannot work with Nigeria, you don't exist. And that is why when this problem started, you look the last line of Wiki's statement. He said, you don't threaten a nation. When you threaten a nation, who are you to threaten Nigeria? He emphasized on blowing of pipeline. You blow pipeline, Ogoni can blow pipeline, Ikure can blow pipeline, because Ijaw people have become predictable. Try to follow my line of thought. Because everybody knows that anything you do to Ijaw people, they will resolve in blowing pipeline. I beg you, Ijaw people, don't take it as a way forward. If you try and blow pipeline, forget about all these knockout you are blowing. If you try and blow pipeline and it threatens Nigerian economic stable, your life will not remain the same again. Because everybody already know that if Sen Fubara is impeached, you will resolve to blowing pipeline. Listen to me very well. In this instance, Tompolu will not be safe. Asare Dokubo will not be safe. Atiki will not be safe. From Joshua to Barrister, all the people you think they are your warlord, don't forget Don Wame. And nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. I'm coming. I want to give you solution. Because some of you will gather at the backyard. The people that will send you, they are ready to run to diaspora. And then they deceive you. Hey. It's like when Igbo people want to deceive their people. They say, hey, we know all these things. All of your life will not remain the same again. And if they dictate for you what will happen in your homeland, believe me, your life will never remain the same again. And so what am I trying to push to you here? That first of all, Onyesu Wike, if he helped to destabilize River State, he will enjoy it when the time comes. And I'm sure that, of course, Rotimi Amechi is still very in control in so many sectors in River State. But believe me, he can't sleep in River State. He cannot go to bed anymore because he never knows. And that may eventually become the inevitable end and the fate of Onyesu Wike if he does not apply his heart to reasoning. We've seen all these politics for a very long time. And now, this is the problem. The governor of River State has been suspended. And this quarrel has been on ground for a very long time. The question we should ask ourselves as the people of the South-South region, where is the Governors Forum of the South-South region? Which governor in the South-South region has ever opened their mouth to intervene in this matter? I would think they used to talk about G100, G15, G-Intelligent, G-Arm Robber, and G. Where are the Gs? Until President Ahmed Bola Tinubu rose to the occasion and take this decisive action. Please, where is the governor of Cross River State? Where is the governor of Delta State? Where is the governor of Akwa Ibom State? Please, where is the governor of Bayelsa State? Oh, it doesn't concern you. My people will say, it is the same rope, the same cord that is holding all of us. Nobody will escape it. And so where has all these governors been? Because if it were to be in the West, all the governors will mobilize themselves. Because they truly understand the implication of that phrase, one for all for one. They must bring peace in their region. If it were to be in the North, whether Northeast, North Central, Northwest, whatever, they will run together. Because they believe it is their responsibility. And we are crying, oh, they marginalize us, oh, they suffering us, and you are not paying attention to the real solution to our predicament. So, where has all our governors been? Nobody said anything. The president must have waited for those in that region to tackle this issue. But of course, you barely exist. You don't exist. And now, we have seen this loophole. All of you will be picking one after the other. All of you. And nothing will happen. And if those in power are picked up just like that, misplaced, and nothing happen, what about we, the poor masses? What do you think will happen? And now, it boils down to the main reason why we stand put here. Since the beginning of this year, or rather from the middle, let's say within 6 months from now, we have been intensifying on the need for the people of the South-South region to come together. We are a region now. It is solely the responsibility of the people of this region to decide how this region will be, to manage this region, to protect this region, to serve this region for the overall good of the people of this region, first of all, before Nigerians. But we are not getting it. Some of you feel you have oil, so the oil is what we want. Some of you feel that you're more politically relevant, so you don't even need the rest of us. My brother, a tree cannot make a forest. We've been asking the people of South to come, but boom, when it looks like we're almost getting it, Igbo Biafra people entered our midst. And now, instead of us talking about the South unity, open our ignorant political leaders' eyes to see what is obtainable. Now we are fighting. Yoruba hate Ishekiri, Ishekiri hate Benin, Benin hate Isha, Isha hate Ijo. Everybody is now fighting themselves. And you don't know what is coming. Now, let's fight ourselves, no problem. But this is where the game begins. Like I asked, where are all the governors? Where are all the monarchs? I know we have monarch forum. Where are all of them? What effort has they made? I have to appreciate the president. At least he went to Cross River State and picked Cross River man, somebody from the South, and then he brought them to take care of the affair until these people are able to review the way forward regarding this issue. What if the president has chosen to make a Yoruba man to be the sole administrator of the South of River State? Will you do anything? Is there anything you are going to do? And don't you think that very person will influence the wealth of River State at least 35% to his own region? So where is your voice? Where is your voice? Maybe you are beginning to get it. We have kingsmaker, we have stakeholders, we have opinion molders, bundles of intellectual, people who have the technical know-how. But every one of us stand aloof. Every one of us feel it doesn't concern us. But all of you who think you have arrived, you will all be picking out one after the other. Mark my words. But what goes around comes around. And now this case is just beginning. And so these are my major advice why I paid attention to it. Number one, Ijaw people, don't resolve to blowing pipeline. Instead, put your energy to sorting out the differences between Onyesu Wike and Sem Fubara. But if you think that pipeline is the option, please blow the pipeline. The end result will be that about 75% of Ijaw people will be looking for where to hide in Ikwere land. Or they will run out of River State. Or they will run to Delta State. Remember Odi. Till today, about 80% of Odi communities, indigenes, now live around Maitre and Borokiri Axis because their village is no more. And every Nigerian authority understand that this is where it will go to. Don't be predictable. So if you are a stakeholder in the South, you have a job to do. And then I must appeal to the governors of the South region. It's a shame that in your present, it matter lingered so long that the president have to weigh in. But it's not too late. You people can still visit this matter and correct it. And of course, for the entire population of River State, most especially, and the entire South region, you know what this crisis will bring? Ikwere will be fighting Ijaw, as if it is Ikwere and Ijaw fight. Because somewhere along the line, somebody is going to be emotional. This is where the Igbo Biafra people have problem. Because by the time you touch one criminal of Igbo descent, all of them become emotional. Oh, he hating Igbo, he hating Igbo. If you are not careful, you will begin to sound the same way. And then begin to hear Ikwere hate Ijaw, Ijaw hate Ikwere. But the last time I checked, that is not the truth. And so if you must fight, if you must defend, understand that this is a personality clash of interest between two individuals because they want to uphold their structure. Maintain the status quo. River people are River people. And for the rest of the South region, you all have a role to play. You can talk, those of you have mentioned, stakeholders at different capacity. Will into this matter. Will into this matter. If Sem is impeached, whoever will replace him will steal what is not good. They will rob River State of what is not good. Because all those things Sem refused to do, that person will do it. And it will not be in favor of anybody. But Sem, at the same time, must learn from good luck Ebere Jonathan. And it's as simple, he who fight and run away, live to fight another day. Omeha cannot be misplaced when it comes to the issue of River State. Even though he was a governor of less than 6 months, but he was a governor. There are people like Shenikon, you cannot dismiss them. Even though he was a president of Nigeria in less than 3 hours, yet he's a president of Nigeria. Most of you don't even know who is Abdul Salami Abubakar. He was a president in Nigeria. And history has it. And so number one, Sem, you have the name. And of course, you have the riches already. And so apply your heart to wisdom. And for the people of the South, the only way for you to survive. Because there is something coming for us, and we are not ready. You see the creation of additional state and additional region in Nigeria, all of us will be misplaced. All of us, we are going to start all over again. The only thing that will make us to be in control of our territory is that the tax reform bill is implemented. If not, you people don't know what is coming. And those who know already are trying to play safe so that they will be spared. They will play like Rahab. They will play to save their family. And so when you see people like Ned Nwoko begging them to create Anyoma and Dashibo people, he has made himself a willing slave already because he foresees what is to come. And that is where you see Senator Mbata telling he's a leader for Hanese Ndibo. He knows what is coming. South region. The rat they want to roast in the fire. Don't use petrol to rub your body. I want to roast this rabbit. The rabbit is playing smart. He went to rub himself inside petrol. You're just helping them to destroy you. Those who are concerned, the clock has started ticking. You can go out there and protest, but believe me, your life will never remain the same again. You can go and they give you money. All these people, their children are in diaspora. They now come on the street and do Oshobe, hey, Oshobe, hey. My brother, your life will not remain the same again. But there are people who can handle this matter. There are people who can wheel into this matter before it goes out of hand. Rivers State people, you have to put on your thinking cap and act fast. South region, you have to influence the positive decision from progressive-minded individuals. Let this issue be addressed once and for all. And before I bring this message to an end, let me remind you, there are a lot of things we are doing and we think it's going to slip away like that. No, it's not going to slip away like that. For instance, Emefiele, as we speak, is in detention for financial crime, which is not the only person involved, but is the only person paying the price. Whatever happens to Emefiele will become a yardstick to judge others in the nearest future. It is applicable to Isaac Adakaboro, who first said, let's divide Nigeria, and he was shot down by Agu Irunsi and Ojukwu. And today, the same Agu Irunsi and Ojukwu want to divide the same Nigeria. Who does that? And that is why Biafra is not coming anywhere, even in 100 lifetime. Because if they didn't give Adakaboro his Niger Delta Republic, nobody is going to give Igbo people Ojukwu and Gowon their Biafra Republic. I do not know if you understand. And so when you begin to look at what has happened in the past, we need to be very cautious. I remember when I came to River State, like I said, based on the company I work for, we handle a lot of logistics for government agencies. And when I got to River State in the first place, you hardly see the name of Ikwere person on any reasonable position in the government house. All of them were Kalabari or Kreka, Ijo names, no Ikwere there. Maybe compensation, gardener, cook, cleaner, security, just carry them along. It's been like that for a very long time until Peter Odili came. And you hear Sari Dokubo saying it, that the job people were the one with the power. They now give it to Igbo man. Now, at that time, Ikwere is Igbo man. Confused set of people. And now that they now seize the power, it shouldn't be so. I think Delta State is learning somehow. Because the last time I checked, how will Urubu and Shekiri win election and give us governor every year after year? It's what I don't know. Is it the population? Is it the landmass? But we know what influences the whole system. We never thought about it. We never worried about it. But when time came, they realized the truth. And so for Aboman to be a governor is because these people learned something. And I'm happy that when Okowa finished, he did not hijack power. We didn't hijack power. Is it not Sheriff that is the governor of Delta State, which is from the same class that have been ruling Delta State since creation, aside Okowa? But do you think Okowa cannot pull a shot and become greedy and then drag Anyocha, drag Anyoma, drag Ndukwa, drag everybody? He has the connection, but it does not want it. We want a better Delta State that will contain all of us. We can be offended, it's okay. We can have misunderstanding, fine. But the ability or the level of maturity to manage it is what counts. Today, we're at peace. I'm not sure the governor of Delta State has done anything in my place since he assumed office. But go and see the flyovers that are growing in his region. But do I begin to complain and cry about it? We'll grow to a position where we'll understand that most of these people who are stealing Nigerian money are not living in their villages. They are living in Abuja. But ironically, they don't know that Abuja belongs to a people. Most of them, their village, you cannot, it's not motorable. But they are finding comfort somewhere else. And when they want to come home, that is how miserable they are. They have made themselves alien to their people. And that is how nature has its way. People of the South will have a region to defend, to protect, and to uphold. Other people We feed from our misery if we lose guide, according to people who speak slangs. If we lose guide, you will understand. Now, Cross River State is the governor of River State. And what does that make River people? The man there is a Cross River State man. So the governor of River State is from Cross River State. So get it in your mind and deal with it. What does that make River State? You can choose not to come to River State. Just send a delegated authority, and do what you want to do. And believe me, nobody can question him in this instance, except the president. So whose bidding do you think he's going to do? And so there are a lot of issues I would have tried to begin to review. But believe me, this war cannot be for victory. It cannot be for conquest for anybody. This battle is our battle. And if we must fight for everybody to win. We must fight for everybody to win. And this is where I bring the broadcast to an end. And I know not all of you will get it, but I just prophetically and systematically present what is to be, what is to come. And I want to believe you'll be able to perceive it. Our intellectuals, our stakeholders, opinion molders, NGOs, monarchs, reputable men of God, all of you have what it takes. All of you have what it takes. I know some men of God in River State, if they seek audience with Wiki, if they seek audience with Senfubara, they could save River State. But let's leave it at that. People of the South, you have a job to do. Ordinarily, if we are waking to our responsibility, governors are supposed to begin to talk now and say, President, this is a hard decision. Allow us to wade into this matter, and then we will get back to you. But what have they been waiting for until now? You see, we fail. And who is going to protest? Who is going to say the truth? Who is going to defend the integrity and the honor of the people? You that has become partisans, you that is a common political gladiator who defend only what you like and favorable to you, my brother, we have a long way to go. The people of South, your survival now is simple. You must create a platform where we discuss about what happened in our region. Or else, minority you are referred to is a dignified position compared to what is coming in the nearest future. I'm George Onibe. I'll go to my comment section. Let me receive my insult, and then we move on. Because the Igbo Biafra, if they don't insult you, they are never happy. I see Izukama. He said this early morning, you go uncompleted building without light and be yapping trash. Are you a kidnapper that stays in uncompleted building? Ibinu man, I told you early. That is Igbo man. He say, I told you, how many people watch your video? 4 people. Izukama, they are not even up to 4 people. They are 3, and you are one of them. Okay, you made it 4. But my message is going far, and you have no idea. And I live in an uncompleted building. That is where I live. And from uncompleted building, your kind are not smiling. I have blown your cover. Now your kind is confused. Izukama Igbo man. It's a shame you call me kidnapper when you come from a tribe who open baby factory, a tribe who specialize in selling fake drug, fake product, a tribe who are kidnapper, unknown gunmen. Most of the atrocity is against their people. A tribe who are now sending their little ones to do Olosho globally. You come from a tribe that now sell human organ across the globe. You come from a tribe where 99.9% of African people in prison anywhere around the world is from your place. Izukama, Igbo Biafra man. And who is supposed to be talking to each other? Who is supposed to be mocking each other? You see where we come from. We use money. Money don't use us. But I know your pain. Whatever is happening in the Southeast, in the South, if the people of the Southeast, South does not pay attention, it is the people of the Southeast that will soon wade into the opportunity and rip everybody off. We're seeing the body language. But they've not come out. Izukama, your people has not come out yet. And we are waiting for them. You will not understand. But that nightmare, you will get it. Ordinarily, if it were to be Southeast, you'll be hearing, oh, Buhari hating Igbo. Tinubu hating Igbo. You people have started already. That you people thought that Buhari is a moron. But you never know the bigger moron is Tinubu. You people have started it already. But you are drinking Panadol on another person's headache. This my yapping will expose all of you. The people of South has known already. Every avenue you want to infiltrate, every avenue, every strategy you were using to manipulate us will expose all of them. Izukama, he who laughs last, laugh the best. I'm sure Nnamdi Kanu is not laughing as he's supposed to be laughing. I'm sure you people talking of Biafra, you are now howling. It's not as loud as it should have been. You're laughing at me. I'm sorry for you. You're laughing at yourself. Okay, go ahead. Just try and put a better insult. I need it. I see Idu Stephen. I greet you. Good morning, Idu. What did he say there? He said, let's continue to fight. Good morning. Let's continue to fight themselves. Tinubu is on seat. I see Zubi. He say the whole thing was planned by unity beggars. Biafra. And honestly, if you see Zubi, I've been in my own little way trying to reach the attention of Onyesu Wike, trying to reach the attention of Sen Fubara. I'm not in support of anybody because I love both of them equally. But I do not agree with both of them, and I do not disagree with both of them. They are matured enough. Because they are being instigated, and check it, Igbo Biafra people. Now they are going to use Calabar man, what they will do to River State. And at the end of the day, they will tell you, is it not all of you from South? He who paid the piper detains the tune. He who paid the piper detains the tune. The person that is in charge of administration in River State may be from Cross River State, the same region with us. But believe me, his loyalty goes to no one except the person that put him there, the president. Igbo people, Biafra people would have spread their tentacle to reap from our misery. Let us hope they will not claim all your property before you get yourself back. What a shame. Drop your insult. Drop your insult. We need the insult. Drop your insult. Izukama, call more of your gang because I'm not seeing them. It's a ritualist tribe. That is what they do. So, just only Izukama is the social media tout that is here from the Igbo extraction of Biafra people. I wonder why he has not dropped another insult. So they're setting us up, and then they want to see how they're going to benefit from the confusion they are causing. There is no smoke without fire. There is no problem in Nigeria that you will look inside. You don't see one Igbo Biafra man trying to rip off other ethnic groups just for money gain. I see Edward. You say, I will circulate this message across the globe through TikTok. That will be wonderful, Edward. That will be wonderful. And of course, I see my manners man there, Baba Efa. And it said, carry go, President Tinubu, more power to your elbows. Your adversary, they play. Of course, with everything President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has done, nobody who is morally upright will fault him. Because you go to the social media, Igbo Biafra want to condemn him. You come to the Southeast, some people want to emotionally condemn him. But the point is, where are the South-South Governors Forum before the president came in? A matter that has been lingered for how long? Almost 9 months now. Where were the people of South-South? So ordinarily, it is convenience. You say, oh, Tinubu is wicked, he cannot do that, he doesn't have the power. Anything Tinubu does, you think we're coming to castigate any leadership anymore? We will not do that. But you see all the meandering, they are meandering. That is what we will expose. And so those who are meandering, they will know what it means to meandering, because we are their destiny and we are their doom. You see Igbo Biafra people, now they are not insulting, only Izukama that is here. Because normally when they come, they demonize you. When they say you are living in uncompleted building, are you now a kidnapper? Are you now? Then I become ashamed. But his tribe are the kidnappers. 99.9% of kidnappers in Nigeria are Igbo Biafra people. Evans is a kidnapper. He's Igbo man, kidnapper. And he's calling me kidnapper. Now they cannot manufacture kidnapping gang for them. They call them ESM, unknown gunmen, kidnapping even their own Igbo people. They are the one that will benefit from the fight going on in River State now. But we are watching them. I just shared my heart with my people to tread with caution. Because those my brothers will soon begin to shout, The people leading you to shout, they will abandon you when the time comes. They will negotiate without you. Remember, they tell you there is no permanent friend and there is no permanent enemy. That is the aspect of dirty politics you should be wary of. But those who have the technical know-how should move ahead of the rest of us. So, whatever the president does, this is his tenor, and we believe in what he's doing. He said, when I hear Igbo Ngozi is deputy governor of Fubara, I knew where the problem is coming from. See? So they know how to enter. They know how to enter. Go look at Babefa, look at the body language of Sen Fubara when this matter was going on. He was trying to project himself as Igbo. I started in so many brokers telling Sen Fubara, this thing you are doing, these people will drag you down. And I think he got himself back. And that is when he came to revise it and say, I'm completely Joe. Of course, he can speak Igbo like as I can speak Igbo. He called a meeting gathered by Igbo Biafra vultures. And they will clap for him to his destruction. Waiting Wike don't do. He regret and today. Now they shout every day, now I'm not Igbo, I'm not Igbo. Now waiting same they do. If any of us were to be Igbo, Wike would have been 100% more Igbo than Sam. Wike has been there. And even his dead body, Wike dead body, touch it and say you be Igbo man, he will wake up. In that sense. If they want to learn, they will learn. If they don't want to learn, they will learn certainly, but in a very hard way. So, Igbo Biafra, continue causing confusion in Nigeria. Continue disorganizing Nigeria. But it's just a matter of time. Everybody will know how you function. And then we'll see what you do again. People of the South region, this is a perilous time, a challenging moment. If we cannot defend our lives, we will. If we cannot save our people, we will. I'm George Onibe. I sign off from here. We'll be giving you updates. Those of you who are ready to blow pipeline. But go and look for where you will keep your family member. Because the remaining thing that is left in the sacred island, they will ransack it. It will be ravaged. Believe me. And the point is that you are going to come back and live in Ikwere land. It's not supposed to be so. And when they fire Ikwere, Ikwere will run to Abia or Imo. But it's not supposed to be so. And the people pushing you now will not accommodate you in their place. I see Zubi chant, he say, James Ibori, Emefiele are the biggest thief of the millennium in Nigeria. And they are from South. Even late Lamisie. So people of the South, all the things they are stealing now, where is the evidence? All the things they are doing. The people of South. The people of South. The people of South. The people of South. Let me